Hey, what's going on YouTube? Life with Frank here. I have my 2017 Tacoma. Thought I'd write or do a quick video showing what I'm going to do to correct these scratches. Nothing is down to the metal, but there's definitely some scratches there. How did I scratch my truck? Backed into a bush. I was doing some off-roading. And simply backed into a bush, and this is the result. So how am I going to fix it? Well, I've slowly been converting over to all the Chemical Guys products. I have a whole cabinet of Grios, and nothing against Grios, but I think they're falling behind the times with some of the synthetic products that are available on the market, and I think Chemical Guys is doing a great job. So I bought this little sampler pack of their cutting compounds. The V36, 34, 32, and 38. And it goes, 32 is for the most aggressive, 34, 36, and 38 is more or less just the finishing final polish there. And then I plan to put a top coat of some butter wax on it. But yeah, I bought the kit on Amazon. I also bought the Hex Logic pads. This is the sampler pack. It's got the orange pad, the white pad, and the black pad. Just as like it says here, the orange pads for the medium heavy cutting, which should be used with the 36, 34. The white to be used with the 36, and the black can also be used with the 36 or the 38, as I understand it. So we'll kind of figure it out as we go along here. The sampler pack includes finishing pad cleaner, which is more or less just a lube for the pad itself. And I have my Grios random orbital, which I've had for several years. Been very happy with it. So we'll get going. Just to show you again what I'm working with. All of this has been clayed. I just clayed this truck just a few months ago. So the paint is super clean, very smooth. I'll probably do it again here before the snow flies. But if you haven't clayed or you are going to do this for the first time, I would strongly encourage you to do a synthetic clay. Grios does have an awesome synthetic clay, and I use the Speed Shine as a lubricator for that. I've done both my vehicles, been very happy with it. So yeah, we'll get going. Okay, so pass number 1 is done. As you can see there, as I put the light into the scratch is definitely still there, but I don't know if you can tell on the camera or not, but it's nowhere near what it was. So we're making progress. That was a 36 and the orange pad. I think I'm going to jump down and try the 34 and just kind of see what happens. Also, as you can see, I taped up my my handle there with blue tape just so I didn't get any wax on it. But yeah, let's keep going. All right. So the first pass with the 34 and the orange pad there. Significantly better. That right there really is the only thing that's left. All these other marks are there's a little one right there if you look in the light just right. Everything else is gone. So a couple more. If you get the light just right, you can kind of see it up here. But yeah, this is definitely doing the trick. So I'm gonna make one more pass on it, and we'll see what happens. Can't really feel that, so I think I can get it out. But it's getting there. So by the way, I am starting out on speed number 1, just to kind of spread everything out, and then I turn it up to speed number 5 for the actual cutting and trying to get these scratches out. But yeah, I'm confident we can get pretty close. So before I get going on my next pass there, you might wonder how much material I'm using. So the little sample kit is literally just a small bottle. I don't even know what it is, but it's a small bottle. And for stuff like this, I mean, it's perfect. But yeah, I mean, this is what I'm using. So on the Chemical Guys videos, they say to use a little bit more. But since I'm working with such a small area and a 6-inch pad, this is all I'm going to use. But yeah, just a dot there. Okay, so I haven't wiped it off yet, but by the way, I'm just using these Chemical Guys towels. Those things right there. But yeah, so I dab it on. I just take my machine to get started and just kind of dab it a little bit like that. Spread it around on that number 1 setting, and then stop the machine and then turn it up to 5. Actually, I think this time I bumped it up to 6, and just go back and forth, working the compound into the paint. And you can kind of see now it's starting to kind of haze up a little bit. You can see how it hazes up, and we'll wipe it down and see what happens. But I'm pretty confident that this is probably my last pass. So yeah, it's looking good. So we're back. I just wiped it all down, and as you can see, unless you get in the light, that's pretty much gone. There's it's kind of into the paint a little bit more than what I originally thought. But overall, I think it looks a hell of a lot better than what it did. I mean, it's a truck. I use it. It's my daily driver, but I also have fun with it. And you know, some could say it's a badge of honor, whatever you want to call it. But I still like to keep my stuff clean. But yeah, so this is it. It took the first pass again was with the 36, and orange pad. I went down to 34, and that's the results. I think with some wax, and I can build that up a little bit, I think it'll help it out even more. So I'm gonna switch to the 38, do a couple passes with that, and I'm gonna switch to the white pad, and then after that, might hit it with some butter wax. So stand by. All right, so here we are. We're all done. I went back over it with the 38. It's still, it's definitely still visible. You can see it, but it's in the paint at this point. Without doing some sanding and getting that and getting down into that, I don't know that I'll be able to fix it. And that's okay. I'm okay with. I'm really happy with the way it turned out. Now if you look at it like this, you can't really see it. And as a matter of fact, I wouldn't even be able to tell you where it's at. As soon as you get that light on it, then it kind of stands out. So that's a quick review. Again, this is the Chemical Guys. I bought the sample kit of their V32, 34, 36, and 38. I do plan on basically doing the entire truck with the 36, and then the 38, and then do some butter wax after that. But this is just their sample kit. They also sell it in bigger bottles, but for home use and for stuff like this, I didn't really see the need to buy the bigger bottles. And obviously, you know, just a couple drops. You saw what I put on there. You know, a couple passes of the 36, the 34, and then the 38. I mean, I might have used 2 dozen little drops total on the entire thing. You can see how much lube I used, just a couple spritz. So, and then like I said, I also got the Hex Logic pads for my Grios machine. That machine's awesome, by the way. That thing cannot be let down. It doesn't swirl, it doesn't mar. Just does a really good job. You can see how nice it still looks, and I've done several dozen cars with this. Chemical Guys, these microfiber cloths, if you don't have some and you're into detailing at all, these things rock. Definitely well worth the money. A couple of these pads, applicator pads, which I'll use with the butter wax. Yeah, I can't say enough good things about Chemical Guys stuff. So if you have any questions, feel free to comment below. But as things dry up, this is looking pretty good. pretty happy with the way it came out. But, in case you're wondering, there's my Tacoma. And there's my dog licking herself. So, yeah. All right. Thanks for watching.